a farmer, and I knew him well. And he had some kind of animal, I think. Possibly it was a humorously shaped vegetable. And it showed us possibly a parsnip or a cucumber. I don't know. I can't remember the words. They were really... Now I can't remember that either. What's that word for something that's clever and short? Damn, it's like what you make helmets out of. Nah, not tin. I can't say that a phrase of mine was tinny. Ironic, maybe. Yeah, pithy, that's the word. The song was really pithy. I don't know which song. What are you going on about songs for? Hey, what was that? Over there, in the donkey cart park. No, it was something. Let's go and see. No, it's not dangerous. It's the start of the game. They can't kill us off yet. Come on, trust me. All I'm gonna do is look. Well, this is a pretty poor job. I think I can dismantle it. Nearly a catastrophe. Don't sweat it, pal. We've got 9 minutes and 7 seconds left. You know what we could do? We could drive this thing out of here. Oh, damn. No donkey. Oh, you could pull it. Yeah, you're right. Looks like we're going to have to do it the old-fashioned way. Couldn't be simpler. I'm thinking we should turn the green flask. What do you think, maybe the red? Let's turn the green flask then. It's just a hunch. Remember the time in the high-energy facility when I turned the yellow flask and blew everything up? Right, so I'm turning the red flask then. What? Did I say green? Well, I meant red. Look, we can do it your way if you... Look, I'm sure, OK? You ready? Aren't you going to miss all this stuff when they stop making these games? Aren't you just going to miss it all? I'm turning the flask. There, you see? Uh-oh. Grab the cat, gangway! Take cover! Oops. Well, the animation budget's increased at least. Well, of course that's a good thing. It means they haven't spent as much on plot, doesn't it? They've probably halved the number of insane object puzzles for a start. Sorry, I mean clever lateral thinking exercises, of course. Trust me, I've been through this sort of thing before.
There's a place you're always welcome, that's as nice as it can be. Everyone can get in, 'cause it's absolutely free. That's death. No need to take a breath, just lie around all day with not a single bill to pay. Hooray, that's death. No more sicknesses or flu. If you've lived beyond your means, you can die beyond them too. Boo-hoo. Well, the greatest and the finest have already died. Why not simply join them on the other side? That's death. say farewell to all your bills, rip up all your wills, and pop your final pills. Amen, that's death. It's a tete-a-tete with fate. If you're not feeling great, then it's the best way to lose weight, mate. Nothing here to hurt you, no one's here to nag. Come die with me if your life's a drag. That's death. The wealthy and well-bred, all of them are here, and they're all completely dead. That's death. No more headaches, no more pain. Of the millions who died, no one came back to complain. You can't take it with you. You can't keep what you've got. So why not just lie back and simply rot? Just simply rot. It's so cool, it's hot. And that's death.
Colleagues, gentlemen, and fellow wizards. Here's looking at your bottom.
Up your eye.
Huh. Pull the other one. It's got strange knobbly bits on.
Happy Hogswatch Day.
Thank you. Colleagues, we are gathered here today for the final departure party of our dear, soon-to-be departed comrade, the wizard Windle Poons.
Hooray!
Good old Windle, don't forget to ghost right. 3, 2, 1, 0!
What?
Nothing. That's it, I hope. Right, everybody, our funeral at 2:30, then drinks and ham rolls in the main hall at 3. Hiya! What's happening? Call this service, do you? I'm dead, I am. I demand to be taken away to a better life, as per contract. Oi, things were different in my day. You died properly, not like the deaths you get nowadays.
He says he's not dead.
I am dead, but I'm still bloody ambulatory. No, you're not. You're fooling no one but yourself, you know.
Well, he looks dead.
Smells dead, of course. He always did, though. And I suppose my word doesn't count for anything around here. I can't be dead if I'm still talking, now can I? Look, old chap, it's our considered professional view that you are an extinct wizard. Your opinion doesn't count because you're dead. Oh, yeah, good point. Well, I suppose I'll just sit here then, shall I? I suppose it takes a while. So, how is death, actually? See any, white lights, tunnels, girls with harps? Oh, yes, please. I'll take 2. No? If this is heaven, I wish I'd done wicked things when I was alive. What's happening to me? Well, it seems that your body's dead, but your soul's still in residence. Well, I'm not hanging about here for the rest of my afterlife. I've had a hard life, Arch-Chancellor. I'm entitled to a bit of paradise. I've read about it. Young women and wine and whatnot.
Look, your life's over. You're not supposed to moan about it. And definitely not supposed to contemplate any whatnot.
Who's responsible for this? Where's death, then? This is outrageous. You can't have a soul hanging about a deceased body like that.
Why not?
It's unhygienic.
Yeah, there's food laid out. We can't have him near the nibbles. The health inspectors will be on to us.
Yes, good point. Now compose yourself, Windle. You can't decompose here. I shall have to ask you to move along.
Oh, comes to something when a man can't even drop stone dead in peace. Eternal rest, is it? Well, I'm not to take this lying down. I'm off to find myself a nice shallow grave.
There's been too much of this sort of thing lately. Rincewind? Rincewind! Rincewind. There you are. Now, as you're aware, there have been some very odd goings-on in this city of late. I am referring, of course, to the sudden disappearance of Death.
What? No one's dying?
Oh, they're dying, but their souls aren't being taken away. They're dead and alive at the same time, and now it's happened to poor Windle. Death's gone, and we need to summon him back. So, here you go. We need to perform the rites of Ashkent.
I suppose you have a list of mysterious ingredients that I now have to run off and collect.
What? How did you know that?
I just had a dreadful suspicion. All right, so what have we got to find?
Well, it's a rush job, so just the bare minimums will do. We need 3 equal-sized sticks of wood and 4 cc's of mouse's blood. It shouldn't take you more than a few minutes.
Bets, anyone?
What is it now?
Let's just say that, we needed more than the bare minimums. Not to say that I'm questioning your judgment. I'm just, planning for the future is all.
Well, the rest is all just flash and style. This is a death rite after all. You know the routines. A bit of sparkle and glitter in the air, vile Charles stench erupting from the tomb, and lovely dribbly candles. That sort of thing.
None of which we'll need at all.
That's right. Just the wood and the mouse's blood.
There never seems to be any way of getting a decent moment's rest around this place.
Act 1. The right stuff.
Hello there.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Yes, absolutely. And you are?
Skaz, that's a name I have. Yeah, right.
Oh, lovely. Well, that's this conversation off to a good start then. What are you doing here?
Doing?
Just answer the question.
I'm, trying to get it together, I mean, what are, any of us really, actually doing from a cosmic point of view.
Yes.
What?
What are you doing in this room?
Oh, right, yeah. Well, working, on this new, magical engine for working things out. It works things out, you know. By working them out, it crunches numbers into little bits.
Amazing! What's it called?
We, call it hex.
Why?
Well, 'cause in the working things out engine business, everything has got to have like a 3-letter name.
Is that because you can't understand longer words?
What?
Somehow, when I look at you, I feel that a 3-letter name just isn't enough.
What? I don't understand.
Really? That's astonishing. It really is. Let's just stop all this now.
Hey man, you've like broken it now. All the ants have run away. You've like debugged it.
Wandering shop. No one knows why. But all the most truly mysterious and magical items are brought from shops that appear and, after a trading life even briefer than a double glazing company's, vanish like smoke. They can turn up wherever there's a suitable stretch of blank wall. But once there, they have always been there. Dust and grime and a general worn look instantly dispel any doubts in the minds of people who may have walked down that same street every day for a year without noticing it. There are 3 general theories to explain the phenomenon of wandering shops. 1. Many thousands of years ago, there evolved somewhere in the multiverse a race whose single talent was to buy cheap and sell dear. 2. They are the creation of a sympathetic fate, charged with the role of supplying exactly the right thing at the right time. 3. They are simply a very clever way of getting around the various Sunday closing acts. All these theories have 2 things in common. They explain the known facts, and they are completely and utterly wrong.
Just what I've always wanted. I don't suppose I can have it then.
Why not? It's yours. You only had to ask.
That looks interesting. Could I possibly have it then?
Certainly.
That looks nice. Can I have it then?
Certainly.
What? No mumbo jumbo? No sudden insistence that I go on a special quest or anything?
What? Me? Order a princess about? Whatever are you thinking?
Candles, excellent. These should do the job nicely. Nope, can't reach them. I better ask her first anyway. Candles? You do candles?
Yes, Your Royal Highness. I make them by hand. Well, I would make them by hand, but everyone just uses continual light spells these days. I don't really stock candles anymore. Those are just display models made out of plaster.
But you could make me some if you had the chance.
Oh, yes, love. I just need you to bring me the raw materials. Now, your grade A candle That's made from dead whales. We used to use their nasal hairs, but these days a true pure white candle is made from spermaceti.
Where does that come from?
I never dared ask, love. Anyway, the next best thing is beeswax.
Beeswax, right.
We used to have a lovely bee milking parlour out the back. The bees insisted it was the only way to get the job done. Every evening, we'd round up the bees and settle them down in little chairs, give them all a newspaper, and let them wax away to their heart's content. Then someone pointed out that all we had to do was open up the hive and scoop out all the wax we want. The little buzzers had been having us on all along.
You just can't trust a bee, can you?
That's just what I always say, Your Royal Highness.
Oh, stop it. Goodbye!
Popcorn! Popcorn! Do it yourself popcorn! Just add heat and butter and maybe a frying pan. Also serves as catapult ammunition. Or excellent fishing sinkers. Come and get it while it's still in stock. Only one previous owner, or I'm letting it go for less than mark price, and that's cutting me own throat. Popcorn!
Clickies? Just what Ankh-Morpork needed, eh?
Exactly!
Yeah, for you, irony means sort of like iron, doesn't it? So we're into clickies now, are we? At last the monkey has found the banana plantation.
Yep, moving pictures. Here, have a read of this. Clickies! Oh, now there's romance for you. Hot dogs, popcorn, drink stands, the merry rumble of candy rolling down the aisles.
And the shows. Don't forget the actual clickies themselves.
What? Oh yeah, I mean the shows go without saying. Chocolate dipped ice cream, novelty drinking cups, collectible lobby cards.
I don't believe this. You mean to tell me that art has to take a second place to cheap licensing and marketing? Well, I can tell you that I'm above that sort of thing. Catch me being involved in some damn licensing scam? Ha! Fat chance. The last thing I'd ever do is allow myself to become involved in a shabby marketing ploy designed to use a famous name to sell a product which is in itself utterly devoid of any real... Right. Well, good luck with the career and I'll be off.
Did we mention the range of pewter figurines and exciting T-shirts this time? Shh! Popcorn! Popcorn! Do it yourself popcorn! Just add heat and butter and maybe a frying pan. Also serves as catapult ammunition. Or excellent fishing sinkers. Come and get it while it's still in stock. Only one previous owner, or I'm letting it go for less than mark price, and that's cutting me own throat. Popcorn!
Oh, no.
Don't knock me back until you've seen the goods, sir. Smashing stuff. Fine popping grains lovingly swept from the warehouse floor.
Why's he got little rat's hairs mixed up all through it?
Just keeping the grains warm, sir. An added extra and no additional charge.
Oh, all right then. Anything to keep you quiet.
Popcorn!
Oh, hello. And what in the world are you? Yes, yes. Well, I didn't understand a word of that at all. Sorry.
Spare a gold piece.
Granny Weatherwax. A tough lady, this one. Best to let her get the beauty sleep she so obviously needs. A genie bottle, eh? Obviously a good home for beings of the non-substantial persuasion.
Is it? Oh, I haven't been outside.
Hello there. Nice day, eh?
What? How dare you?
Look, I believe you're fouling up this whole conversation.
What do you mean? How do I do it?
I just don't believe the hash you're making of a simple conversation. How are you managing to do it?
Ooh, yes, that's what I am. Why, does it show?
She's talking like she already knows what I'm going to say. Is she a clairvoyant?
Well, it's nice to start all over again. I'm sorry about all that. Sometimes I forget I've left it on, you see.
Hello there. Nice day. Oh, damn it, we're back here again.
Eh? Oh, sorry, I forgot to turn my precognition off. There we are. That should be much easier.
Might I borrow that genie bottle you have on the shelf up there?
I tell you what, you can have the bottle, but only if you get me some nice fresh ectoplasm.
Ectoplasm? What? That stuff that drips down walls? Sort of ghostly goo?
That's the stuff. Nice and slippery.
Won't the wallpaper get all sticky?
That's what the punters want these days, dear. They don't think you're a proper psychic unless there's ectoplasm sloshing all over the place.
Where does ectoplasm come from, anyway?
Ooh, you can wring it out of spirits if you can catch 'em. Squish it out of 'em like wringing laundry.
Oh, that's enough of this conversation for me. Why is it everyone else toddles off to heaven or hell and you two get to hang around here?
Chucky, 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 chuck, chuck, chuck. I'm stuck. Stucky.
You can't leave. I mean, you're dead, but not gone before. You're haunting.
No, death hasn't come for us yet. Left us floating here, he did. Chucky can't leave the Guildhall stones and mortar. Not even for shows.
Yours? What's yours?
Oh, a pint of lager and roast boar crisp, thanks. Oh, chucky.
You're right. You are the ghost of old jokes. Oh, that's enough of this conversation for me. Now pay attention.
Attention, yes.
You said that you have to haunt the stones and mortar of the guild.
Guild. Yes.
Well, is there any reason why you have to stay here? I mean, if the stones are moved, then you can move with them. You could just hop into one of the rocks, and I could take you somewhere more interesting.
Interesting, yes.
Are you listening to me?
No. Oh, ho, ho, chucky, 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 chucky.
Just get into the damn stone.
Ho, ho, chucky, chucky, chucky.
Miss? Are you all right? Should I stop now?
No, keep it going a little longer. My agent always said I needed more exposure.
No. Don't you know it's wrong to mix spirits?
Oh, Chucky, 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 Chucky! Oh, Chucky, 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 Chucky!
Dead collected, corpses transported, guaranteed disposal to far-off climes. The dear departed stay departed, they like it so much.
Here, take it and choke. Good idea. It may hide the smell. Great. I've just captured a smell. I wonder if I'll ever be able to shake it off.
Barkeeper, I'll have a pint of Winkle's Extra Flatulent, my good man. Down here! Oi! I said I'll have... Oi, come back here! Don't you know who I am? I am Casenanda, the second greatest lover who ever lived, and the ladder salesman extraordinaire. Come back!
So, what does the world's second greatest lover do with his time?
Oh, I'm always looking for fresh challenges, sir. I look at it as my duty to bring a romance and step ladders into the lives of beautiful women everywhere.
This ladder of yours.
Ah, the finest ladder in all of the disc. The old equalizer, you might say. It allows the lover of a reduced altitude the opportunity to kiss his lady on the cheek instead of on the...
That's quite enough of that. Now look, I need a ladder. Can you get me one?
Oh, no, I only have one. And I need it for my romantic adventures. Introduce me to a beautiful woman, closer to the ground. A wild woman, a fair and beauteous flower. And the ladder shall be yours.
I hope it comes wash and wear. I've found your perfect woman, I think. Or, to put it more accurately, I have found your greatest challenge. She's over in the mortuary.
You mean she's dead?
She doesn't seem to think so.
Hey, that's good enough for me.
What'll it be, lady?
Greetings to you, my good man. And who might you be?
Who?
You. I'm asking you what your name is. Who are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Amazing, isn't it? In any other city, you'd be mayor by now. Just tell me what alcohol you have to drink. And by that, I mean something which neither eats through the glass bottle, serves as host to a colony of sentient protozoa, or ends me up in any obscure, farcical little problems with chaos theory and butterflies.
That's all we've got. Protozoa. They're only little protozoa.
Ciliate or non-ciliate?
I think they're mostly rotifers.
Brilliant. He can't tie his shoes, but he can classify microorganisms. There's one for the education system. All right, give me one very alcoholic drink, complete with sentient rotifers.
You want I should make it look pretty with a couple of little amoebas on a steak?
All right, whatever. And they say the art of cocktail mixing is long dead. Aha, a menu. I wonder what they serve here.
Hey there, sir. Hey there. What can I cook for you? We got the meals for one and all, a fixed price menu, and everything come with a pickle.
What's on the menu?
Oh, mice, sir. Mostly mice. Ethnic dwarf cuisine, sir. I got 'em baked, I got 'em glazed, I even got 'em on a stick.
Mice? You mean you're dishing out rodents?
Not just any old mice, sir. Big, fat ones. Prime squeakers, sir. Good pink noses, no finer in Ankh-Morpork.
What makes you say that?
Operation of the jaw. Tongue and vocal cords, sir. And then the words just fly out. Oh, sorry, you meant the food. Very select rodents, sir. And hygienically prepared, sir.
Rodents hygienically prepared? How?
I always wash my hands after touching them, sir.
Fair enough. Can't say fairer than that. All right then. One extra rare mouse burger.
Right, sir. Hey, I think I can hear one of the little squeakers now. There you are, sir. Extra rare.
Alcohol-soaked corn. This should give something a decent hangover.
Keep off of them bees there, sir.
Sorry, I didn't quite catch that.
I said, do please keep away from the bees. They're very dangerous. You need the right equipment, see? A veil, smoke, that kind of thing.
Oh, come on, they're not that dangerous, are they?
Oh, yes. Yes, indeed. Last fellow here who tried to mess with that hive ended up stung, bewitched, and turned into the helpless love slave of the bee queen.
Really?
As the gods judge me, sir. He was off there collecting pollen day and night just for the privilege of seeing her mandibles crease up in a smile, sir. Awful. Awful the degradation he got put through, sir.
Oh, gods, it must have been horrible.
Yes, sir. The pollen made me sneeze something awful.
I think at this point I should, buzz off. So, you really like bees a lot then?
Oh, yeah, they're wonderful little things, sir. Such rich and varied lives. Zooming into the hive and zooming out again, and poetry. Pure poetry in motion. No one pays them enough attention, sir, that's what I think. If only someone would give the little darlings the recognition they deserve.
Quite.
I mean, it's all ants these days, sir. Ants this and ants that, and ants can carry 100 times their own body weight. And
Yes, now, look.
I mean, it's nothing a bee can't cap, sir. Look at your basic regurgitation process, or the fascinating little dances bees perform. Point. I see a flower filled with nectar. Point. Watch out for the spider's webber over in that tree. Point. The clover's coming into bloom. Where's he gone then? I was just getting into the really interesting bits.
Look, here's something that may interest you. You seem to know all about bees. Why don't you make a clicky about them? You could then pass on all your knowledge, so to speak.
You don't say. You know, you may just have something there. It's time the world knew the facts about bees.
Jars. Yes, once again, a closer inspection does in fact reveal that they are jars. What's the matter? Don't you trust the written description? Candles. Excellent. These should do the job nicely. Here's some nice sweaty and dribbly beeswax. Could you make me some candles, please?
Certainly, my dear. There we are, dribbly candles. Just suitable for consorting with loathsome horrors from beyond the shrieking nightmares of mortal man. Here, what you planning, Your Highness? You're not trying to put one across on your husband or something, I hope.
Look, I keep telling you I am not a princess. And I am not engaged in summoning evil entities from beyond. We got plenty of demons running around the university in any case. Mostly they study law.
Law? Why law?
It's the wizard's fault, really. Everyone keeps saying that they want a demon to do their will. Too much setup and not enough joke there, I feel. Excuse me, I think I have to leave. Oh, hello, it's you again.
He says, hello, how are you? And shouldn't you be getting a move on and get Death back on his feet?
That's very clever. Where did you come from?
You'd have to ask my mother and father. They never tell me. That's just a familiar little joke.
Yeah, a very familiar little one. That's just a little bit of sarcasm.
You just wait until I get my own body back, young man. I'll give you sarcasm.
Oh, blood, blood, blood.
I'm sorry.
Nothing. Just trying to get into the role, that's all.
So, you're a vampire then?
Indeed. Child of darkness, hell brethren, that sort of thing. Well, it's a job. Someone's got to do it.
So what do you do? I mean, I've often wondered just how a vampire spends its time.
Well, I am the knight, you see.
No, not really.
Well, that is just my point. How is anybody supposed to be the knight? It's not much of a job description now, is it? It's not as if you're even asked. Just one night you're walking home and woof!
you're a vampire.
Is it that bad, though? I mean, think of all the advantages.
What advantages? You tell me.
Ooh, lower food bills, low-cost housing, and black goes with everything, of course.
Yeah, but it's this whole night thing that gets me. I never stayed out beyond 8 p.m. in the old days, and now look at me. It's like the black hole of Jelly Baby out there. I keep falling over. Being undead doesn't mean I've got eyes like a cat, you know. I mean, I wish I had, but I haven't. So if I want to do any really good stalking, I have to carry a lantern, which pretty much defeats the whole business. I look silly.
Well, is there some way other than just stalking?
Well, I tried advertising. Wanted. Victims to be drained of their lifeblood by a hungry vampire. Yeah, you'd be astonished at how little response there was.
Quite.
And when I thought about it, the whole business seemed wrong. So I decided to give the whole blood thing a miss and start sucking something else. So I started on strawberry jam.
Did it work?
Well, it tastes better, but now look what's happened. See? I rotted my teeth. Who ever heard of a vampire with false teeth?
I'd sympathise with you more if I didn't have this awful foreboding that I'm going to have to use you later on as part of some overcomplicated little scheme. So, this is it. You're just going to sit in here and avoid being a vampire at all? Haven't you got somewhere better to go than a seedy little bar?
Where should I go? Oh, you ought to see my home, my friend. A coffin at the graveyard. You call that comfort, 'cause I don't. I'll creep into the crypt at the dawn and not a moment before.
See you later.
We shall overcome. We shall overcome.
Overcome what?
What was that, fascist?
I'm asking just what it is that you want to overcome. Who tied you up like this?
I've tied myself here, yeah, me, pig. Now try and repress me out of that.
You tied yourself up?
It's an act demonstrating freedom, see? Well, it demonstrates my freedom to tie myself to anything I want to, whenever I want to. That's one of your basic human rights, right? And I'll fight to keep a hold of it.
You mean you want to fight for the right to lose your freedom?
Right on. Don't you want to know what I'm protesting about?
I was half hoping to avoid it, but do go on.
I'm protesting for the right to have female members of the Fools and Jesters Guild, and I will not be moved.
Why are you protesting about it over here in the cemetery? Why don't you go and do it outside the Jesters Guild?
They never have anything worth tying yourself to over at that end of town. I like this, though. Quite a nice little steak, if you don't mind my saying so. Not an absolute prime choice, mind, but getting there.
Then by all means be my guest. Excuse me, I think it's probably time for me to take my medicine.
Ah! Ha ha! Another one! Go find your own grave, you rotten fool!
Windle?
Windle? Good! That's my private name. Ah, you still remember, lad? Oh, great days they were, great days. Life? Pff, you don't know what life is until you're dead. It was great, all that breathing and walking around in the fresh air. Oh, I tell you, if I had my time all over again, I wouldn't reincarnate.
So, how are you adjusting then?
Oh, I'll never get used to this grave, I'll tell you. The walls are so thin. All you can do here is lie around and listen to what the neighbours say.
So, what's it like? Being dead, I mean.
Oh, I've had enough of it. The hours are too long for a start. Here, keep the wretched dead and alive hole.
Wait, what am I supposed to do with a grave?
Use it as a small swimming pool, huh?
I can't swim.
I never said you had to fill it with water, did I? Yoicks and away!
Right. Well, it looks like I have a real mission then. I either restore Death to his rightful place, or else we'll be up to our armpits in gaunt, dark-eyed young Gothic girls dressed in black, all pretending that they can quote romantic poetry. Actually, that doesn't sound bad at all. Nah. Onward! There you go. Bet you thought a mouse didn't hold that much blood.
How exactly No, never mind. Some things are best left unknown.
Here we are. Genuine dribbly candles. And it wasn't only the bees that sweated getting these.
Not strictly necessary, but I suppose they'll look nice.
Look at this. Sticks. 3 thereof, all exactly alike. Precisely as specified.
Oh, very good. What did you do then? Just go and get some sticks from the garden?
Well, I never.
Well, obviously you did.
Here you are. One vile stench.
What's this then? Looks more like a genie in a bottle.
You'll get a lot more than you wish for if you open it. Here we are then. Glitter dust for your perusal.
Ah, right you are, my boy. Excellent. We'll make a junior apprentice wizard out of you yet.
But I'm already an assistant wizard, 3rd class.
The day is still young.
Right. Well, that's it then. That's 3 sticks of wood, 4 cc's of mouse blood, glitter, stench, and dribbly candles.
Really? What for?
For the right of Ash Kent. You said we needed it. I spent ages getting the right stuff.
Ooh, I don't think so. For that one, you need to open the book, light the bell, and ring the candle. Or was it light the book, open the bell, and ring the candle? Something like that. Yes, off you go. We need a candle, a book, and a bell.
You're not serious, are you?
Of course not. I just love watching the pathos crossing your helpless little face. Come on, let's get these sticks and dribbly candles and do this Ask Ent thing, shall we?
Come, Mr. Tallyman, come tally me banana. We're gonna summon death here, then have jelly for our afters. Knee bone, leg bone, head bone, hop.
Oh, good grief.
Didn't quite come out as planned, did it?
Who started us off on this?
Look, I worked long and hard to get this stuff. Can we at least treat this ceremony with a little bit of... Damn it, I've lost my train of thought now. What's that word I was looking for? The one used for describing distinction. Differentiation of treatment.
Repression?
No, it's not going to be repression, is it? We can't treat a ceremony with a sense of repression.
Dictatorship of the proletariat?
What?
The dictatorship of the proletariat. That results as an inevitable reaction against repression.
Look, I think this would work better if everyone just got back on track. It's time we acted with a little bit of class.
Class, that was it. The word was class.
What word?
I don't know, but I'm sure it was important.
What was?
How long have you been here, then?
Since the banana. Will this take long? I'm on holiday. It's good here. Sun, sheep, sand, hats with corks. No worries. I'm supposed to have a chunder in a minute.
A chunder? What's a chunder?
You know, I'm not sure, but it sounds interesting.
Now look here, you. This city is in chaos. I mean, how dare you go swanning off to foreign lands while we're up to our armpits in undead? Now you get right back here and get back to work.
Work? I don't remember any work. All I remember is a great big bang, and then an eternity of beer. And no worries, mate.
Lucky blighter.
Now I've had about enough of this. You get off that thingamy, get those corks out of your hat, and... What? Now, just you come back here. I have a plan.
Oh, no.
Rincewind, lad! How wonderful to see you looking so well, so very sprightly, so very, shall we say, so very mobile.
You want me to go find out where Death has gone?
Oh, only if you don't want to spend the rest of your life staring out across a pond at all the other toads.
Frogs?
If you prefer.
If we had a proper union like the alchemists do, I'd have a few harsh words for you.
Like dictatorship of the...
Oh, shut up.
Act 2. Come die with me.
Call this death, do you? In my day, people knew how to die properly. Tunnels, white lights, booming voices, the choir invisible. Right, that is it. If a job's worth doing, then it's worth doing yourself in. Oik!
Nice day for it.
Drop dead!
Arr, arr, yikes, oi, avaster, matey-o. Arr. Oh, 'tis a fair sharp upwind as blows past the scudding sails, or else there ain't no evo in the sea biscuit, me blighty-o. Arr, arr.
I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry about that. I thought you were a sailor.
A sailor? Why's that?
It's the jolly cut of your nautical bell-bottom robe.
Me? I'll get sick on a wet pavement. I can't even tell the difference between port and starboard.
Oh, I wouldn't know. I've only drunk port.
All salty sea phrases aside, do you actually sail anywhere interesting?
Oh, aye, lad, aye. We go to the sunny continent of 4X. Sun, surf, sand. Sun, surf, prawns, sand, sun. More surf. Lots more sun, and rather persistent jokes about sheep, for some reason.
Yeah, well, let's forget about the sheep jokes for now.
Oh, I wish I could, believe me.
Good grief! Look, can I get passage aboard your ship?
Oh, can't be done, my old want-to-be shipmate. I'm only taking the living dead on this trip. Special civic arrangement. Arr! But be a good lad and sit on Uncle Bushbeard's knee, and I'll tell him many a tale of the rolling sheep. Damn! I meant deep.
No, that's all right. You just go off somewhere and have a nice long drink of starboard. Be seeing you then.
Pork Futures. Probably no other world in the multiverse has warehouses for things which only exist in Potentia. Here, however, the Pork Futures warehouse is a product of the patricians' rules about baseless metaphors, the literal mindedness of citizens who assume that everything must exist somewhere, and the general thinness of reality around Ankh. The net result is that trading in pork futures, in pork that doesn't exist yet, led to the building of the warehouse to store it until it does. The extremely low temperatures are caused by the imbalance in the temporal energy flow.
Hello again.
He said...
Yeah, he said, what are you doing standing about here all day when the cosmos is going down the privy? Hey, I think I'm getting the hang of this.
Just fancy. 20 years of school and finally you've mastered the ability to talk to a rat. Your mother must be so very proud. If you ever had a mother.
Bring out your dead! Luxury post-mortem transportation services. 5-star service. Best cadaver relocation agency in Ankh-Morpork. Highly recommended service. Bring out your dead.
So, where do you transport your corpses?
Oh, well, it used to be all mountains, you know, scenic locations. Very cold, you see, so the customers enjoyed it for longer before all their bits fell off. But you should see the place we've just found now, sir. Beaches, hats with corks, and blondes with these huge straining, pink, oil-smeared...
Yes, but how do I get there?
Well, you'd have to be dead, sir. We've got the entire season's passages already booked.
Look, are you telling me that I have to be dead in order to qualify for tourist travel?
Well, yes, sir. But it's a very reasonable option. We let you take all the luggage you want.
Why's that?
It's all classed as carrying baggage, sir. That was just another little Undertaker's joke.
It's a good thing you have a captive audience. Why not just tell me how to get to this holiday location of yours?
Just a death certificate should do it, sir. It's the only way to tell these days. Got one, have you?
Let's just stop all this now. Hello!
Dead? Why, come in, sir. Come in and decompose yourself.
I'm not dead, I was just being polite.
Not even a little bit dead? Not fading away? No nagging little cough or unexplained twinge or tiny touch of fever? Come now, surely you can make the effort?
No.
No. I suppose not. All the fun's going out of this business these days.
How does one get to be declared dead round here?
Simple, sir. Just lay down on that slab. When a cold mirror won't cloud with your body's breath and there's no detectable pulse, then we can safely declare the individual to have passed beyond.
Even if they're still walking and talking?
I've had to relax those criteria, sir. In the current situation, it pays to be flexible in your definitions.
Well, that's it for now. This should fool him. If it's low body temperature he wants, then it's low body temperature he'll get. All right, look, I'm feeling a little bit dead. And so I thought I'd better just pop along and see you.
Right. A very wise decision, if I may say so, sir. Now, we'll do a few little standard tests. Firstly, I'll check your breath, see if it clouds up this mirror. Okay, now I'll check your arm for a pulse. Looking good so far, sir. Just one last test. Your body temperature.
No, wait! Perhaps we can talk about this. Yow!
Wonderful news, sir. Wonderful news.
Yes? Am I dead?
As a doornail, sir. Finally, a satisfied customer at last. Now then, here's a death certificate, which also entitles you to cut-price headstone carving, embalming, and free drinks at the yearly Mortician's Ball.
Mortician's Ball? Doesn't sound like much fun to me.
Oh, you know, sir, once the old embalming fluid starts flowing, of course it kills you in the end, but what doesn't, eh? Well, have a nice death. And please don't hesitate to call round again if there's anything I can do for you. Right, well, hop on, sir. We'll soon have you off to a post-mortem holiday. Did I tell you the one about the carrying luggage?
Afraid so.
Ah, well, can't win them all, or any of them, come to think of it.
Har, yo ho ho, me matey! Shiver your timber, a vast improvement!
Stop that!
Oh, please. It's genuine nautical gibberish.
No, I've told you about that. I'm only doing business with you if you stop all that ridiculous yo-ho-ho business. It's demeaning.
But it's establishing character.
No, it's establishing that you are a loony. This is supposed to be a sea voyage, not Captain Sea Dog's little shipmates holiday fun club.
Look, if we're going to sea, then we ought to establish ourselves as acceptable stereotypes of sea-going characters. It all stands to reason. Now, you can't hold me responsible for the paradigms which grip our customers. They expect this sort of thing. They don't think you're real without all that avast the main brace business. Word-of-mouth advertising can make or break a business like mine.
Word of mouth? They're dead.
Oh, all right. Just bring them on board then and we'll forget all about it. Timbers, shiver, hoist, locker, davy, wooden, man, stop it, no.
What?
Nothing. Just, clearing my throat.
There's something very odd about you.
As I were walking down Paradise Street, singing hey ho, blow the man down, a saucy young cuttlefish I chanced there to meet. Oh, give me some time to blow the sheep up. Damn!
I say, any chance of a cup of tea, my nautical arty?
Arr! That's the ghost of Captain Lavenderbeard, back from Davy Jones's bathroom. Run for your lives! Women and fearless sea dogs first!
You know, I seem to meet more crazy people than sheer coincidence should allow. Anyway, looks like I'm in control now. You! There you are! Bone idle, I see. Come on, get up and get back to work. It's chaos back there.
No. I like it here. It's a land of opportunity. Sun, surf, and prawns.
I can see the sun's giving you a nice bleach. Come on, we're going home.
No, I'm not going back. I worked my fingers to the bone for them, but they all hate me.
Hate you? What does that matter? You're death. You're not supposed to worry about things. You just happen.
Well, I want more from life. A little bit of popularity. It's not too much to ask, is it? I work hard for everybody. Does anyone ever say thank you? I think not.
Thank you for dying? Look, if I promise you that I'll find a way of making you popular, will you come back?
People will like me. You promise?
Cross my heart and hope to meet you in your professional capacity. Now, is it a deal?
All right. But only if you make me feel wanted.
I have just the thing to bring the message into the people's hearts and minds, my dear fellow. Tell me, Have you ever heard of something called the clickies?
A clicky, you say? Something to make a legendary figure more personally popular? That's a challenge and a half, that is. But nothing modern marketing techniques can't handle. You just leave it to old Dibbler.
All right, but I wanted to have integrity. Just make it nice.
Nice? Of course it'll be nice. I'll tell you what, I'll splice you in for half a take, but mind, I'm cutting my own throat. Now, tell me what talent you got lined up. This, lead of yours. Nice, upper balcony, is she?
No.
Oh, well, what a skinny one then, eh? Long and lean, eh? Whoa!
Well, quite lean, yes.
I got it then. I've got the angle. Works as a shipwright by day over at the docks. Sweat, 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 wood shavings, and torn, tight little shirt, and then dances in an exotic nightclub every evening. We clap a soundtrack on it, and we got a hit for sure.
A shipwright who dances in a topless bar? What the hell do you take our audiences for?
For about 3 groat a ticket, why? What's wrong? The formula's perfect.
I'm just not so sure my principal lead is going to make a very convincing exotic dancer. I mean, sex-wise and all.
You mean they're a man?
Well, I suppose he's a man. It's hard to tell, really. You have to look at the pelvis, don't you?
They keep you wizards indoors too long. That's your problem, mate. Look, I'll tell you what, we can sell anything, just as long as we have the right marketing. You know the product, so I'll leave all that with you. We need 3 things to make this a success. You've been waiting for this bit, haven't you? Just waiting for it. First and foremost, a gorgeous babe. That's just pro forma for the press. Next, you need a really catchy jingle, a song we can clap into the soundtrack. Finally, we need a gimmick, a novelty merchandise that actually creams the cake. Get me those 3 things, and I'll have a film out in no time.
Collect a babe, a jingle, and some novelties. I don't suppose you'd consider collecting them yourself.
Nah, mate. What sort of fool would waste his valuable leisure time voluntarily going off on annoying little quests set by stupid and ungrateful people, eh?
Yes, he'd have to be some sort of idiot, wouldn't he? Oh well, see you in a little while then. Take axe, open door, kill dragon. Why wasn't I born in the days of text adventures? Death, old chap, we are gonna make you a star. Ah, a bent stick, how very amusing. Baskets. Take a good look, you'll probably be weaving these in remedial therapy before you finish this game.
Grubs, mate?
You what?
Grubs. Witchetty grubs. A bonza feed. You can just smell them on the barbie now, eh? Come on. The cost's only 3 bits, and at that price, I'm cutting me own didgeridoo.
No, look, I don't want to eat any insect larvae today, thank you.
Could be the mistake of your life, mate. They're yummy.
Ugh. Grubs? Ugh, they smell awful.
You'd be really grateful for a feed of these if you were lost in the desert, mate.
A good advert for buying a map, I feel. Are you sure you live here? You seem awfully familiar to me.
Sure as a platypus is an egg-laying mammal. Now, can I interest you in any quality dinkum merchandise, mate? Picnic hampers? Hats with corks? How's about a nice bent stick? I've got a lovely line in those.
No, now look, why don't you sell anything useful?
Useful? It's all useful. See? Here, best thing for that? Take a couple of raw insect larvae, cures it like magic.
Like magic?
Well, if it cures it, it'll be magic. Come on, mate. 2 for the price of 1. I'm cutting me own bludger.
Go away. This picnic hamper, it's not filled with bugs or anything, is it?
Nah, mate. I'd charge extra for the bugs. It's a bargain. I'll give you the handle for free, but I'm cutting me own billabong.
Gerbils always want prime racing gerbils rented to you at lowest cost.
Gerbils? Those look like camels.
No, Effendi. These are gerbils, desert-dwelling rodents. Very fine, very cheap.
Look, I'm telling you that these are not gerbils. Do these gerbils of yours eat cheese, run about in little wheels, make nests out of old tissues and cotton wool?
No, Effendi.
So what makes you think that these creatures are gerbils?
They burrow.
Really? All of them?
Yes. Well, no. Not all of them. Well, none. Really.
Right. Well, I might be interested in renting one of the non-burrowing ones then.
Indeed. Please feel free to browse.
Right. Let us for now establish that these are camels. This being so, how much to rent one for a brief journey?
5 dinar, Effendi.
And to buy?
5 dinar, Effendi.
Why are they the same to rent as to buy?
I cannot stand the noise they make as they sit in their wood shavings eating cheese.
Now look, I thought we had that settled. Oh, all right. 5 dinar then. But only if you invest some of it in professional psychiatric treatment.
Ooh, yes, very nice. Yes. Nah, I don't like it.
Oh no, it's awful. You know what that needs? It needs a good gelding.
Quite right. Whip 'em off and we'll soon see a difference.
Yes.
Time was they'd only let real men in here. They'll let any old rubbish in these days.
Yes.
Mystic temptresses of the East. Not quite as I imagined them, actually. So why do they get such good press? I suppose they must have a good publicity machine. Candy rock straight from Big Rock Candy Mountain. Oh, look! Apparently the stuff comes in coal tar, sulphur and new phosphate flavours.
Stone, sir.
You what?
Stone, sir. For the executions. Good, solid stone, guaranteed streamlined. Or we've got lightweight models here designed for those caught at the back of the crowd.
You're a rather rock-loving sort of fellow. Do you have any candy rock?
What, like trolls eat and lose all their teeth on? Yup, there's a slab of it just here. It's terrifically popular. Well, you can throw it at someone and no one gets hurt, see? Good stuff for stonings. I mean, you get to stone the victim all over again on another day.
So this candy rock, can I have it then?
Oh, certainly. I mean, why bother even paying any money? I'm just glad to be of help.
Yes.
Sorry about that, sir. It's just supply and demand. Maybe you should try the next stoning. It should only be in a full moon or two. Someone's sure to have done something stonable by then.
I can't wait for 2 full moons. I'm on a timetable, I am. What am I going to do now?
Have you ever considered, sir, engaging in a long and almost pointless quest to achieve the same results we almost had squared away a mere few seconds ago, sir?
Do I look the sort of person who'd go... I do, don't I? I really do.
Witness the all-powerful mystic-type skills of what would be the Far East if that direction existed here. Watch now as Yuri Geller manipulates the metal objects with the modern powers of his magnificent brain. Strain! 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 Oh, the end has fallen off.
Look, you being a mystic and all, you wouldn't happen to know anything about jingles, would you?
Yuri Geller knows all about jingles. You bring Yuri bells and he will make them jingle. You want big jingle or little jingle?
You'll be hearing bells soon if you don't pay attention. I mean jingle as in short, catchy song. Some meaningless little tune that goes around and around in your head all day.
Ah, now Yuri understands. You mean like philosophy, but to music?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yes, Yuri knows a philosopher. He in desert. Yuri try and remember. Strain! 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 Yuri, pleased to be of assistance.
I say, can you maybe do me a little favour? I have some things here that need straightening out.
No problems, my good man. Strain! 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 Oh, my nose has started to bleed. Now look what you have made me do, all down the front of Dad's good shirt.
Pyramids, dams in the stream of time, correctly shaped and oriented, with proper paracosmic measurements correctly plumbed in, the temporal potential of the great mass of stone can be diverted to accelerate or reverse time over a very small area, in the same way that a hydraulic ram can be induced to pump water against the flow. The whole point of a correctly built pyramid is to achieve absolute null time in the central chamber, so that a dying king, tucked up there, will indeed live forever, or at least never die. The time that should have passed in the chamber is stored in the bulk of the pyramid and allowed to flare off once every 24 hours.
That's nice. One bandaged wooden arm. What on disc are you lot doing up there?
Nothing much, just hanging around.
If it's not an embarrassing question, why did they tie you up there?
Publicity.
Publicity? They've got you up there tied to an old dead tree.
Well, it was either this or do adverts for coffee.
In which case, I suppose, I can see your point. Say, have you ever considered using your talents commercially?
Oh, yes. I mean, I could rent myself out for scaring crows off the crops, liven up children's parties, that sort of thing.
No. I mean, you're singing. Would you consider doing some singing for me?
What? Oh, well, I suppose it could be done. Tell you what, prize us down from here and we'll see what we can do for you.
Excuse me, I think it's probably time for me to take my medicine.
Oh, Angus! Angus! Angus, where are... Oh, there you are. Oh, you look better every day, Angus. What with the sun and the sand, an exclusive diet of mushrooms. I'd go quite mad if it wasn't for you, Angus. No! No! You can't play a king on a 7. You cheating little... Get off! How many cards do you have there, anyway?
Ah, a holy madman on a wheel. He must be sage of the desert. He'd be in real trouble if I had some onions. So you're good then, are you? I mean, you know, wise.
Wise? If I was any wiser, I'd be a leopard skin bikini.
That wise, eh?
Aha! I'm so wise that I will now provide you with your heart's desire. A jingle written for your sinful modern type clicky film. Yes. No, Angus, no. No, not now, thank you, I'm busy. Baste it for 12 minutes, 12! Fool, and fool again! How can you never remember? Aha, there! Here's a jingle written expressly for your clicky project to promote death. Oh, promote the death.
What? You've written it for me now? Just like that? No quests or anything? Wonderful! Thank you very much!
You're most welcome!
So can I have it?
No!
Ah, I might have known. There's going to be a quest after all, isn't there?
Not for me, but for Angus. He says he's sick and tired of being woken up all hours of the night by people coming here and asking us the riddle that has baffled philosophers since the dawn of time. Why?
Why? Why what?
Why anything? Why everything? Why are we here? Why are you here? Why am I here?
Now that's a hard one. Right then, it's not like you're asking me to do anything difficult. Why? That's the question, okay? No problem. Right, well I'll just go off and find this answer for your invisible friend Angus, shall I? Is that fine by everybody? Right? Good, well here I go. Good old Rincewind has nothing better to do than trudge all over the disc, fetching one bloody thing after another.
Right, now, where were we? Oh yes, dealer takes 2.
A pantomime horse suit. Now don't tell me, it's sure to be useful somewhere. Greetings, my good man.
Woman. I'm a woman. I might be a dwarf, but I'm still a woman.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I wasn't quite sure how to tell.
And I'm not going to give you any hints. Anyway, what can I do for you?
That horse suit.
You can't afford it, love. But I tell you what, I'll swap you the suit for some new props for our new Jelly Baby and Knights clicky. Costume jewelry would be nice. Anything gaudy and showy? Well, what you waiting for? Go off and quest for something.
Are you absolutely sure you're a woman?
Of course I'm sure. Some of us are secure in our sexual identity, you know.
See you later. A rotten arm. Ooh, and with a ring on one finger. Well, at least he went in style. There we are. One Jelly Baby and ring, just for you.
Ta, it's going to look wonderful. We need something to go in the navel of sinful Sabrina, the belly dancer in scene 13.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes. Actually, you could help Sabrina try on her costume if you'd like.
Really? Where is she?
Right here, big boy. Just wait there. I'll go get my bells and tassels.
Gangway! There we go. We now have a 10-ton weight.
Faster! Work faster! Explosions! Put enough explosions into a clicky and who cares what the plot's like? You can put in giant rubber dinosaurs for all I care as long as they explode!
Hello there.
No time to talk. I need more imps to put inside the cameras. Gotta have more special effects over here. Maybe a lightning strike. Nyah! Boom!
Look, you're a busy man. I was just wondering.
Choom! Boom! Pow!
Oh, never mind. I need an imp. To go inside a camera, I mean. You seem to be the right sort of man to talk to.
No, you can't have any. I need them all. We're gonna blow all Ankh-Morpork apart and have it stepped on by a giant crane fly.
A crane fly? That doesn't sound like much of a monster to me.
Well, not to me either, but it does look pretty damn scary if you get it right up close to the camera. But that's not all. We've got explosions, crashing buildings, and screaming women with their clothes artfully disarranged. It's going to be a classic.
That's all very well, but do you think I can borrow an imp for a while so I can do some photography?
Oh, yes, take the one on top of the water tank. We don't need him until we do the Valley of the Trolls this afternoon.
Right, now let's see what we have here. Oh yes, deathly pale. That's quite fashionable these days. But have I got a face for you? Now, what about this?
This ain't quite my style, sweetheart.
Oh, well, I dare say someone will like it one day. All right, how's about... Yes?
Hey, look at this look. You ever looked at a look looking like this looks? Either my watch has stopped or I'm deaf.
All right, I just know you're going to love this one.
How does that feel?
Hasta la vista, Rincewind.
Look, this isn't working. I want something more direct, more glamorous.
Oh, so you're suddenly the big expert, are you? Bring me a picture of the Elven Queen, then. That's real glamour. I'm not budging so much as a brush until you bring me decent reference material.
Call this death, do you? In my day, people knew how to die properly. Tunnels, white lights, booming voices, the choir invisible. Right, that is it. If a job's worth doing, then it's worth doing yourself in. Oik!
Nice day for it.
Drop dead!
Oh, I'm in the mood for love. Love is the thing I've been thinking of. Love is what is on my mind right now.
Why don't you leave this
And
poor
also
silver-bearded old woman
romance,
alone?
Never! I am Casananda, the second greatest lover who ever lived. And this woman's beauty, oh, she sing to me. Well, at least until my next challenge. I'm now ready for more women. Hey, I take them all on at once.
Oh dear. Right, well I'll just leave you to your hopeless task, shall I? Still, it seems a shame to see you wasting yourself on...
Wasting?
Well, a man like you shouldn't be content with second best, should he? For instance, I met a few women just recently. Dark, mysterious, energetic.
Where? Where?
Would you believe Jelly Baby? Clearly I'm dealing with inferior intellects, which are hard to find, believe me. Thank heaven that stupid dwarf is gone.
Thank you, young man. I just can't imagine what he wanted. Now, what can I do for you?
Tell me, elves, are they in your area of expertise at all?
Oh, yes. You've come to the right woman. Elves? I wouldn't trust those magic-wielding backstabbers any further than I could throw a very large heavy thing. And the Elf Queen is the worst. Glamour, you see. She can hold a man captive without uttering a word.
Ah, I see. The evil spell of her eyes, eh?
Can't say anyone's ever looked high enough to notice her eyes. You can find the entrance to their world in a stone circle near Langres. But don't walk in. They spot anything that ain't unnatural. Anything that ain't an elf, a unicorn, or an ogre without at least 3 heads and a major dental problem. And they'll have you sucking on your toes and singing tra-la-la-lolly quicker than spit in your eye. They'll do that too.
I don't suppose you've ever... No, it's silly, really. Forget it. Well, it's just, you look to me like the sort of person a friend could rely on. Turn to in times of trouble, you know, or even, for instance, ask to wear the front end of a pantomime horse suit. You do? Well, why didn't you say so? I'd have got you one long ago. It's about time our sort came out of the trunk.
Popping humors.
Jokes for women. Women want the joke.
Stone him! Yes, yes, yes! On the head! Ooh! Get him! Get him!
Oh dear, that deja vu headache is coming on again. Oh, well, it's what the punters want. Still, at least they know what's supposed to happen. Yada, 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 yada. Ah, here we are. In that she did take comedy in vain is hereby sentenced to be stoned by soft, chewy rock candy.
What? Taken comedy in vain? How?
Oh, it doesn't matter.
It does. Define your terms, you fascist.
Well, it's for lame comedy then. Stuff that's lifeless, dull. The sort of rubbish you get when you lamely parrot off other people's material instead of coming up with something worthwhile all of your own. Stop that!
But you were parroting.
I am not parroting. I am parodying. Parodying. Completely different. Parodying. Remember that, and then we don't get sued.
Oh dear.
Stop it! Stop it! Now, who threw that? Was it you?
Yes.
Well?
Well, she was parroting.
Stop it! Stop it! Right. No one is to stone anybody
Until you blow this whistle.
We've seen it. That's parroting.
Stone him! Stone him!
Not me! No, I'm not the one who wanted this stuff! They made me do it!
I say, shall we call this one the dead parroting sketch?
Watch it.
Wallop. Wallop. Ouch! Ouch! Oh, no! No! Oh, bleed! 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 Oh, pain! 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 Arr! Oh, God, stop it! Arr! Bang! Punch! Punch!
What are you doing?
I'm practicing our next few lines.
What lines?
The ones where I wallop you on the head.
Ah, yes, well, let's just avoid those pages entirely, shall we? Anyway, I happen to know there's no animation showing me being hit on the head. Why do you think the librarian's let me off so easily this time?
Oh, aye. I had wondered.
So you're the security around here, are you?
Security? Ah, that's right. I'll look after the what's-its, the sets. That's it. And the trailers and the canteen.
Canteen? So tell me, what's the food like here?
Oh, I wouldn't know. I order in. The local quarry delivers now. A good choice of fine rocks at competitive prices. They even supply ketchup, you know.
What? You eat rocks? Must be awful on your teeth.
Nah. Troll teeth are the hardest substance known. And they're always sparkling clean, too.
Goodbye for now. Anyway, here, try some candy rock. I bought it over from Jelly Baby, specially for you.
Oh, thanks. Oh! Oh, my tooth! Oh, no, my tooth! Oh, my tooth! Oh, it hurts! Oh, it hurts me! Oh, I want my mummy! I want my mummy now!
Okay, don't cry, lime scale everywhere. I'll see what I can do to pull it out for you.
No! Oh!
Good idea, but not just yet.
Oh! No!
Nope, can't budge it.
No!
How do I get into that trailer over there?
What? Through the door? You mean you want to go through the door?
Well, of course that's what I mean.
Now what do you want to go doing that for?
Because the wall has a solid, wall-y kind of look. The key, right?
Well, I could only really give the key to someone who could provide me with 3 rooster feathers, a piece of string, and a huge clockwork.
That's it. No, I draw the line right there. No quest, no items, no pathetic excuses for, quote, lateral thinking as I go stumbling about trying to guess what I have to fetch this time. Just give me the key!
Why? I had my heart set on that piece of string.
All right, we'll try logic. Now look, are you aware that there are multiple outcomes to each and every action that we take? Just say yes.
Yes.
Right. Well, that means that somewhere in the universe, there's an alternative world where you've already given me the key. Say yes.
Yes.
So since you've already given it to me, there's no harm in me taking the thing in hand right now. I mean, I've already used it once.
Oh, right you are then. Here you go.
There. Let's see them make a game puzzle out of that one. good idea. It was a cutout all the time. I could have just walked around. Don't say a word. Just don't say a darn word.
What do you want now, then?
I was just wondering whether you were free, that is, if you might consider being part of a very special clicky that we're making.
Oh, sure. But, I get lonely on the set. You'll have to find me a little friend.
Friend?
Yeah, I lost my last one, you see.
Friend? Oh, I see. For your ring. A little friend. Right. No rest for the weary. Here, let me try something. This should work. One diamond, reasonably clean, all for you. Now get out there and star in my clicky, or I'll take away all your makeup and ban you from ever visiting a hairdresser again.
You heartless beast! Gee, anyone would think you've been round the world for this here thing. Why do I suddenly feel like I'm in a sports sim? Now I won't fall off so easily. Now we're ready to take pictures.
and don't come back.
You set foot in here again, and you'll be taking your ears home in your hat.
We are fey creatures of the twilight, pal, not little tooth fairies.
The difference is, we take all your teeth and put your head under the pillow. Hey, by the way, isn't it time the Queen's pet came back? It's been gone a long time.
Oh, they always find their way home.
One sticky hooter. There we go. One unicorn suit. Hey, you took the front end. Don't know why I have to be the rear end.
All hail me.
What?
Come on, all hail me. It's been 10 minutes since anyone said how fearsomely beautiful I am.
Oh, right. Well, you're dangerously attractive, maddeningly gorgeous,
Yes?
You're wonderful. You can torture small animals in a very regal way. You can do amazing things with your hair.
Well, what about you? Why haven't you said anything? Guards, off with his head.
Wait, I meant to say something, but...
But what?
But I was struck dumb by your beauty. That's it. Phew.
All right. Slightly crawly, but you can keep all your bits if you stand over there and croak like a frog.
Ribbit! Ribbit! Ribbit!
Absolute power. Who can say it isn't wonderful?
Ribbit!
Keep it going. You've still got plenty of little bits that could be chopped off, you know.
Sorry, ribbit, 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 ribbit.
Smile. Say
Ribbit.
children's blood.
Ribbit. 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 Ribbit.
Blasted little blighters. Looks like I'll have to entice them out. Right. So the ants are in.
Yes, that is correct. Oh, look. They're all running around. They're, you know, keen to get started.
Yeah, anyway, so we are now ready to get going. I mean, I can ask this machine a question now.
Yes, quite right. Ask away.
What do you call this machine again?
Hex. A 3-letter name. And it's not because it's, useless. No matter what you might hear people say.
Hex. How lovely. See anything wrong with the name at all?
No. My research assistant seemed to think it's very appropriate.
All right, let's just get on with it then, shall we? Right, Hex, I want you to tell me the answer to the question, why? Well?
Well, of course, a certain amount of working time is required for any problem of this type.
Yeah? How long?
According to my estimate, we should have your answer in a jiffy.
A jiffy?
That is the abbreviation of the Clatchian word jiffacitra, meaning eon or age of the world, probably about 2 million years. Would you like a cup of something while you wait?
Hemlock?
Oh, I don't know if we have any of that in stock. Look, there's no point in getting uptight. You'll just have to be patient. I mean, it's not as if you can just run off and somehow accelerate time.
Oh yeah? Well, I'm a wizard! A bona fide, pointy-headed, skirt-wearing magic tosser! Although perhaps I should rephrase that. I can do anything I like. I'll accelerate time anywhere I want to, any when, anyhow. I'm going to accelerate time for those little six-legged idiots in there. Let them develop a civilization, new philosophies, and entire galaxies of new perceptions. And then I'm going to jump up and down on the lot of them. Hey, I'm really getting the hang of this science business, aren't I? Right, Hex, I want you to tell me the answer to the question, why?
Now that wasn't so bad. You see what just a little bit of patience can...
Shut up and tell me the damned answer!
Now let me see.
Well?
Oh, it says... because.
Is that all? Because?
Well, it also says... blip, blip, blip. Out of cheese error. Blip, blip, blip. Cannot find drive Z. Blip, blip, blip. Unrecoverable application error. Blip, blip, blip. Please reboot universe. Blip, blip, blip. Year of the sloth. Blip, blip, blip.
Oh, blip.
Angus! Angus, don't put those in there! You know they breed like flies. Oh, they are flies. Well, in which case, bring the popcorn and we'll watch them. Ooh!
Hello? Hello? Look, am I coming to bedtime?
No, lad, no. We're just settling down to a nice evening by the fire.
I brought the answer, you know, to why.
Well done, lad, well done.
It's probably not what you expected.
Out with it.
It's a bit short.
Speak up, lad, speak up.
Well, all right. It's not really very conclusive. It just says, because. Then it says, blip, 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 out of cheese error. Blip, 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 cannot find drive Z. Blip, 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 unrecoverable application error. Blip, 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 please reboot universe. Blip, 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 year of the sloth. Blip, blip, blip.
Angus, you were right, you were right, you were right. Angus, stop doing that right now and listen to me.
Normally, I'd hang around long enough to check the goods, but in this case, a frenzied departure might be more advisable.
Right, stand back and here we go.
Smokin'!
I found us our babe, Mr. Dibbler.
Can she act?
Of course she can act. She's a thespian.
Yeah, well, that won't matter. That's very trendy these days. Fine. Well, consider her signed up.
I found the band, Mr. Dibbler.
Excellent. Are they good? Do they have the sleek, well-fed look of success?
Good gods, no. They're all musicians.
Oh, well, sign them on. That's the drawback of music, having to have all these musicians around.
All right, we've got it. Here it is, one prime jingle just for you.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. Can you get me another one?
What?
Only kidding.
Here we go. Novelties.
Novelties? You call these novelties? I've never seen the likes of this sort of thing before.
Exactly. That's why they're novelties.
Go. I suppose so. I hate it when logic turns against me.
Look, can you go and get philosophical on someone else's time, please? Some of us have got a game to play. That's it. I think we have everything. The jingle, the band, the girl, the novelties. Not to mention that the lead actor's out of makeup and ready to go.
Right then. So it's lights, camera, angstrom.
Don't you mean action?
Oh, well, I suppose so, if you think that's easier. Come on, we've got some filming to do.
I'm ready for my close-up now, Mr. Dibbler.
All right, lights, camera, Achtung, actinium, I'll get on with it. Cue death.
Now is the winter of our discontent. made all the more drizzly by the lack of death. Ooh, to be or not to be? That is the question. Whether to be extremely cool, reach the heights of fashion, and snuff it, or to keep drawing breath and lose all fashion sense forevermore.
So, what do you think?
I'm trying not to.
Ready? Cue piano.
Piano?
Roll 'em.
Makeup. Now is the winter of our discontent made all the more drizzly by the lack of death? Ooh, to be or not to be? That's the question. Whether to be extremely cool, reach the heights of fashion and snuff it, or to keep drawing breath and lose all fashion sense forevermore.
Ready for the porcelain scene?
Look, can we just discuss this script for a moment?
Roll 'em.
Makeup. Now is the winter of our tent, the discontent, made all the more drizzly by the lack of death. Oh, to be or not to be, that is the answer. Whether to be extremely cold, reaching the heights of fashion and sniffing, or to keep drawing breath and lose all fashion sense forevermore.
Okay, everyone. The being smashed by a safe scene. And roll 'em.
Now look here. Makeup.
Now, Mr. Dibbler, now!
What? What's he talking about?
Nothing, love, nothing. Now look, I told you before, it'll be far too messy.
Help! I want to see my agent.
All right, now, Death, stand by for Julian's extra special scene. And cue.
Here, wait a minute. What's all this about a special scene?
Read your script, love. Here, Julian, explain how this next bit goes, will you?
It goes whoosh! Blam! Stuff flying everywhere!
Did you not tell our boy that there were special scenes involved?
I'm not doing it.
Oh, all right. I'll go and find a stunt double. Honestly, you get some people in front of a camera and they think they're the Queen of the May. A skeleton stunt double indeed. Hello there!
Ha! A likely story. That's just the sort of attitude I've come to expect from you living fascists.
What? I never said a word.
Words? Yeah, right. That's where it starts. Dead common. Dead boring. You've used them. Don't say you haven't.
I'm not prejudiced. I'm dead set against it.
See? There you go. If there's ever going to be any justice for us undead, then we have to start at the grassroots.
Oh, a bit lower than that, surely.
Don't you try to dictate our level of activity. Lively, dead right. That's what we want. So if you're not dead, then drop dead. This club's for the children of the night, so if you want to live it up, right, you go elsewhere. Oh, so you are dead then? I should have guessed from the fashions. All right, in you come, Brother...
Rincewind.
Brother Rincething. In you pop, the meeting's just starting. Greetings, brothers!
And sisters.
Oh, sorry, and sisters. Allow me to introduce our newest member.
Rincewind.
Rincewipe.
Rincewind. Wind.
Ah, that's just a touch of gas, brother. Happens to the best of us. Poltergeist? What? Is he a poltergeist? What? Him being a wind and all? Yeah, probably. Any road. Brethren and brethren women, let us now all join in singing our Fresh Start Club anthem. A 1 and a 2. And more pork, and more pork, and then that stirs the blood. Its streets, its thousands palaces, its strangely sticky mud. Let not some wicked foreigner thy noble monkey smirch, and we will fight with tooth and nails while we can stand and lurch. My friends, we don't have to take death lying down. I see a land where the dead will take their place alongside the living, albeit most of them propped up or sewn back together, but still beside the living. A place where ghosts can throw off their chains and help contribute to a better, more just society, where a man can throw up his head in pride, then tuck it back under his arm, raise his right hand if he can remember where he put it, and say, yes, I'm as dead as hell, and I'm not going to take it anymore.
Oh, hello. What are you doing in there? Apart from being a quest item, I strongly suspect. Well, I can see your point there. Actually, I'd get that seen to if I were you. I was just wondering whether a career in the clickies might be just exactly what you're looking for. Oh, I see. The local Actors League won't let you in until you have proof that your family's from overseas. Bloody cheek of some people. I'll tell you what. I'll have a look around and see what I can find to help prove your case for sheep in the arts. I'll get some evidence that proves that your ancestors came from distant climes. Oh, that's enough of this conversation for me. Here you are, some evidence that your ancestors came from the land of Forex. Now you can be a stunt sheep. No, don't thank me.
Cue death!
Now is the winter of our discontent, made all the more drizzly by the lack of death. Ooh, to be or not to be? That is the question. Whether to be extremely cool, reach the heights of fashion, and snuff it, or to keep drawing breath and lose all fashion sense forevermore.
Fine, everyone! Cut and paint!
Ah, this is more of a lark. Watching someone else work for a change.
That was beautiful, baby. Just beautiful.
Wait a minute. Feathers? It was just feathers?
What? Didn't you read the script? It's Julian's special scene.
Oh, showbiz. Fame and fortune, I hear you calling.
Well, welcome to our audience and welcome to Death, the latest star to rise and shine in the land of Hollywood. Death, how do you feel about your up-and-coming premiere?
I don't feel. I am dead.
What he means is that he's confident that the product will speak for itself. That we've got something really astounding, really new, really...
What?
Look, just try to appear less skeletal or something, will you?
Yes, well, perhaps you might explain to us just why you feel death is the sex symbol for today's world.
Oh, Trish, we've always known that the height of style is pure, elegant restraint. And of course, when it comes to wearing black, he's always been the trendsetter.
Fabulous, fantastic. Well, that's it from outside the Odeum here tonight. This is Trish Looks Good inviting one and all to join me here tonight and get reaped. Excuse me, do they have those chocolate-coated ice creams here? The one with the little bits of nuts on them?
They only had insect larva flavor.
Insect larva?
Some new invention imported from 4X, apparently. When's this clicky starting, then?
Yes, hurry up. Some of us have to get back to bed before dawn.
Farewell to all your bills, rip up all your wills, and pop your final pills. Amen. That's death.
Rubbish!
I say, this is appalling.
Ugh! I haven't seen anything this awful since I saw the Dean in the showers.
That's death. Say farewell to all your bills, rip up all your wills, and pop your final pills. Amen. That's death. It's a tete-a-tete with fate. If you're not feeling great, then it's the best way to lose weight, mate. That's death.
Well, that didn't cut the mustard.
No, I thought it was awful.
Well, in its awfulness, it had a certain beauty. Just as in beauty, we sometimes see awfulness pressing through from underneath. I mean, sure. We all look at it and say, well, this presentation eats its own young. But I mean, is this a fair assessment? Can we really judge an art piece as being awful simply because it exhibits no attractive or interesting aspects at all? Actually, I felt that in many aspects, the film proved to be a very apt, very direct communication. Oh? Of what? Well, a communication of just how untalented some clicky makers can be.
Well, this looks like it fits. Now I think I'm onto something here. What if I splice in a few shots of the Elven Queen? Sort of subliminal, you might say. That should make them sit up and take notice.
farewell to all your bills. Rip up all your wills and pop your final pills. Amen, that's death. It's a tete-a-tete with Paige. If you're not feeling...
Oh, my. I do say how marvellous.
Oh, beautiful, simply beautiful.
I wish my smell could have seen that.
Rip up all your wills.
That was better than being alive ever was.
Now, that's what I call real charisma. He'll go far, he will, a real star.
Oh, shut up. It seemed like a good idea at the time. How was I to know the spectre of death was going to become a pop icon? Now he says he doesn't want his old day job back. Now he's a style setter. Now millions of girls are cramming themselves into undersized, tight, black lace costumes with lots of black lace, or dyeing their hair black, wearing black lace and black nail polish and deep plum lipstick and black lace and being pale and very, very interesting. God, I hate wearing this dress. What do you mean it's all my fault? Well, of course I saw the game's opening credits. I was there. Well, no, I don't think that's a good idea at all. No, it's just not my cup of tea. You mean I have to become death? Well, I suppose it'll help me make new friends.
Act 3. The Grim Rincewind.
Hey, there's a little key under it. Hello.
Who are you? What do you want?
Yeah, that's right. Look, I'm here to become Death.
You what?
You know, Death. The Pale Horseman.
Talks like this.
Very big in the hourglass and scythes department.
You?
Oh, not for long. Just until himself gets back. I have to fill in for a while, you know, get the backlog moving, that sort of thing.
Got the faintest idea how to do it, have you?
Well, I suppose so.
We got standards to maintain, mister. We takes a pride in our work. I ain't having you letting the side down. Listen, you got to be up to snuff before you can be deaf.
Now, how do you mean?
Well, you got to be able to ride the pale horse, and you got to wear the right clothes. Death wouldn't be seen dead in anything but a black robe. Yeah, you'll need a scythe and a capital letter voice. Something chilling.
Is that all?
You want more? Get on with it.
Oh, goody. Another quest. I'm just flotsam on the sea of life.
Yeah, stop snivelling and get on with it.
I wonder what this does. This curtain's stuck fast in place. This one looks more mobile. Now we're cooking with charcoal. With this, I really feel the goods. Wait a minute! This biography's mine, and it's been bloody remaindered! Some cheek! Well, if I can't take it, then who can? That's a good binky. There, I think he likes me now. I did it! See? I can ride! I can ride!
Yippee-ki-yay, sir.
But I did it! See? I passed the test!
Yeah, so I see. Shall I prize the saddle from your flesh now, sir? Or later?
The trouble with you, Albert, is you have no sense of fun.
I'll laugh when I'm prizing you out of that saddle, my friend.
Yow! I wonder what's inside. Well, at least it isn't an undergarment this time. Well, this should do the trick. I'll just grab some wax. Now we're cooking. I'll just sneak a little honey, they'll never notice. This should really blacken the water. Now this really is blacker than black. Maybe someone's fixed Death's little red wagon. Hello there. And what are we doing in this awful place, eh?
What are we doing here? Well, I'm minding my own business. As for what you're doing, some of us would rather not know. Apart from that, there doesn't seem to be much going on.
Well, I'm trying to be friendly.
Yes, probably not a good idea, seeing as you're wearing that dress. I was always told not to talk to strangers, and it'd be hard to be stranger than you.
Well, excuse me. All I thought was, hello, here's another mortal in the land of death, then. I mean, it seemed we might have a few mutual talking points, information to exchange, pleasantries, something in common, that sort of thing.
Well, it looks as if we buy our clothes in the same shop. Was there something I can help you with?
Well, it's just that I don't know quite what to do. I'm supposed to be standing in for death, but I don't know what to do next.
Yes?
But what am I supposed to do? I mean, what does a living death do with his time? It all seems dead boring to me.
You'll have to give me a signal when you expect me to laugh.
My, what a lovely toy cart.
You can't have it.
Oh, please?
Oh, all right then. But get me another toy first. One of the autobiographies from the Hall of Records should do. Something to laugh at.
Laugh? Those are people's life stories we're talking about here. Real tragedies, hopes, dreams, triumphs and aspirations. How can you possibly find them amusing?
I was thinking of yours. That should be a laugh. Just bring it here once you've found it.
Look, I'm afraid I have to be somewhere else. There. My ongoing life story. Are you satisfied?
Oh, look. An autobiography with Join the Dot pictures.
That's a catalogue of all my hopes and dreams, all my achievements. You treat it with just a little bit of respect, young lady.
Oh, look. Here's your thought for the day.
Ah, what does it say?
Actually, the line is blank.
Give it back. Some people just don't appreciate quality literature. Now just tell me something else you'll take in trade. Anything but the story of my life.
All right. Go get me one of the really old biographies then. One of those ones with pictures. They're kept in a locked dark room somewhere inside.
There we go. Light not only simply falls into it, but it doesn't even get a chance to scream.
Yes. Well, the cut could be better.
Albert!
Oh, very well. I suppose beggars can't be choosers.
Yep, there we are. Read it and reap, Albert. See? A scythe.
Oh, we are Mr. Clever, aren't we? I suppose you've got some idea about how to use it?
Well, of course I can use a scythe. You could just sort of, yeah, well, I'm sure I'll get the swing of it. It will just take a bit of practice.
Not inside where you'll scar my woodwork. Take it outside and reap the field. When that's done, then perhaps you might have enough skill to go and reap some souls.
You know, if I end up in charge, your job is definitely one for downsizing. There. Are you satisfied?
Perfectly. This one's much better than yours. Here's the cart to play with. Let me know when you turn up in court.
Ow, my back, my aching back. I think I can wedge this in at the front. You know, I think I've seen this in the clickies.
Albert! Albert! It is I, Death.
Really, sir? Nice to have you back, sir. Now we can get rid of that little prat in the pointy hat and dress.
Well, at least I've proved I can use the voice. Ha! An entire field of corn reaped. Yeah, I've got you trembling now, eh? I'm apocalypse material now.
Oh, indeed, sir. You're gonna strike fear and trembling into blades of grass everywhere.
Right, I've ridden the horse, got the clothes, the voice, the scythe, the moves.
Now, hold on. Being deaf isn't like delivering the papers. No, no, no. I can't let you go out hacking and slaying wholesale until you've had a trial run. Start small, mister. Collect 100 souls first, and then maybe you'll be ready to get out there and slay them.
100 souls? Right now?
Yep.
Look, couldn't we, just come to an arrangement? Come on, 10 gold pieces says we just, forget all about it and get on with the story.
Bribery, eh? Trying to buy your way out of a quest? Where would we be if everyone tried that, eh?
Fine, right, well, let's go get 100 lovely souls for Albert and the principle of complicated gaming, eh?
Bye-bye, mister. Don't trip and decapitate yourself on the way out.
Ah, the gentleman from the Assassin's Guild. Do please come in and abase yourself at the edge of the yellow line. Now, come closer while I explain. Not that close, not that close.
Oh, sorry.
Now look, I want someone removed. A potential troublemaker, somebody who's become too popular for his, or should I say, my good. And there has to be no way of connecting myself with his demise.
Say no more, sir. Say no more. We shall strike like the subtle hand of doom, leaving nothing but weeping in our wake. For you see, we are the night.
You are? I thought you were the Assassin's Guild.
Ah, well, we are the Assassin's Guild, but we are also the night.
So, in fact, you're that period of the diurnal rhythm defined by darkness, are you? So, nighttime thefts, muggings, murders, and overnight cart parking in restricted zones. We can just start billing the Assassin's Guild directly, can we? No more fussing about with tax collectors and fines.
What? But just because we are the night doesn't mean that we're responsible for the night.
Well, if you are it, then you have to control it. And if you control it, then you're responsible for it. This seems eminently sensible. I have a few thousand unpaid bills we can send your way by tomorrow.
No. Now look. All right. We aren't the night, but we are of the night. Of. So we are an integral part of the night, without assuming any controlling or otherwise responsible position. So, whereas we can assume custodianship of unpaid bills, this will only be as a storage facility, a favor to you, my lord, until we find someone who utterly encompasses all aspects of the night, whereupon we can pass the bills on to him.
Oh, very well. So, in the meantime, just get on with this new job, huh? And don't mess it up like you did with the Fool's Guild last time.
Little dots, each with 6 little legs. Well, I hate to know what I'll catch. A pot full of ant souls. There must be at least 100 of the little blighters. Look, Albert! Look!
Oh, you found a commode! Well done!
No, Albert, I mean, I've managed to collect 100 souls.
Oh, well, I suppose you must be deaf material after all. I should have guessed it from all your lines.
Oh, all right. Go out and reap away to your little heart's content, but you got to be back before the bell tolls. You know how the other 3 horsemen hate hanging about.
Sometime later.
Oh, there you are, sir. And quite the part you look. There's a job for you. Your very first.
What's this?
It's a lifetimer hourglass. It counts off the moments of its owner's life. As you can see, it's almost empty. Perhaps it's time for you to put down your milky tea and actually do some work.
All right. I'm going. Who does this hourglass belong to then?
Oh, you'll find out. I think you'll find him quite easy to spot in a crowd.
And now, Undead from Ankh-Morport. Welcome to the show, once voted most likely to reap a harvest of grown vegetables. And now, the person I guess we're all waiting for. Here's Death!
Whoa. Yeah. All right. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You're a beautiful audience, if somewhat stupid. Ah, it's so good to see people who are upright and breathing. Of course, you know why my old job was always so hard. I only had a skeleton staff. Ha ha ha. Knock, knock. Who's there? Jeff. Jeff. Oh! Thank you. Oh, you've heard that one, eh? Alas, poor Death. I knew him, Horatio, a man of infinite jest.
Well, not exactly infinite.
I didn't think I was doing too badly.
Maybe it's best not to quibble at this point in the proceedings. This is ridiculous. How can Death die?
The more like me you became, the more mortal I became. Sod it. I was just starting to get the hang of this. Oh dear, I really do think I'm fading. Maybe taking time off from my job wasn't such a good idea after all. Ah well, I suppose it's in good hands. Ta-ta, have fun being the Grim Reaper.
Grim Reaper? What do you mean, Grim Reaper?
Well, if I'm gone, then the job's yours. Through all eternity.
But I can't be the Grim Reaper. I'll get queasy just squishing caterpillars on the baby lettuces. No, stop it. I don't want to be left holding the scythe.
Nope, I'm slipping, I'm afraid. My time is running out. I wish I'd had a mother, because if I'd had a mother, I could cry out, Mother. But I didn't, so I can't. Blast. Other famous last words are, Don't point that at me! And why is that red light flashing? And how does Dibbler make a profit on this stuff at 5 groats a bottle? I know them all. Now, which one shall I use? Let me see now.
All right, just stay there, and I'll try to get you on your feet again.
Act 4. Till death us do part.
Ooh, I'm going! I'm going! Oh, here I go! I'm still going, you know.
All right, something to fill up your hourglass. I'm working on it. Honestly, you think nothing was done around here without me? Once, just once, I'd like to see an adventure based on Rincewind stays in bed and gets some kip while everyone else runs around and collects stupid objects on his behalf.
I'm in the mood for frogs. Ah, yeah. Frogs are the things I've been thinking of. But they're so small and green, and they reign supreme in this crazy Cassanander's house of love. Oh, oh, oh!
Ooh, much better.
Yes, yes.
Ooh, I like this one. Quite right. Plenty enough to go around.
How'd you cook it? Sage and onions?
Sage and onions? In the middle of the desert?
Oh, turmeric, rose water and onions then. Come on.
Yes.
Whoops. Well, there goes Casananda. I'd watch what happens next, but I'll probably be here for days. Hey, look, a canteen. There's lots of sand in the bottom. The water is spurting up through a little hole in the base.
I forgot to shout 4.
Epilogue. Queen Kong.
Say farewell to all your bills, rip up all your wills, and pop your final pills. Amen. That's it. Farewell to all your...
Well, I never.
Oh, I say. Well, that is good.
And pop your final pills. Amen.
Run, you fools! It's for real!
I'm not sure whether they spent enough on the script for this movie. It seems to be all just special effects.
Is it intermission yet? I was hoping for something nice and sticky on a stick.
The only thing sticky around here is this finale. Get on with it!
Pretty Polly.
Hello there, young man. Having a good day?
This is clearly some attempt at sarcasm. You can swap minds with this raven, can you?
Yes, I'm very good at it.
Oh, go on. You can't possibly manage to put all your knowledge and experience into that tiny little avian brain.
Ha! Of course I can. Just watch.
What a clever woman. Clever, yet oddly dumb.
Bladders! Get your bladders here! Only a groat apiece, and even then I'm cutting my own throat.
Bladders? Are you taking the pic? Bladders?
Bladders, my friend, a rustic forerunner of the more familiar rubber balloon, as enjoyed by children. This is absolutely true. Who says computers aren't educational? I've got sheep bladders, vole bladders, moose bladders. You want a bladder? I'm your man.
You know, I believe you.
You can do other things besides blow 'em up, you know. Oh, dozens of uses a good bladder. Although right now I admit I can only think of one or two. One, really.
All right. I'd like to buy some bladders, please.
Certainly, Squire. Now then, what sort? We got your rat, your vole, that's the field vole, meadow vole, and the killer Clatchian vole.
The killer vole?
Oh yeah, you know the ones, 6 feet long, covered in poisonous spines, with incisors like chisel blades.
But I thought voles were sweet little things, you know, small and brown and covered with fur.
Not these ones, sir. Take your arm off in an instant. They've levelled whole continents, obliterated ships filled with puppies, baby kittens and innocent nuns.
Wait a minute. These look like sheep bladders. It comes to something when a poor sheep is finding its essential organs floating around as kiddies' balloons.
Sheep, sir? Never, sir. Catch me arming sweet little creatures with curly wool and big brown eyes? Nah, not on my life. Cut me own throat if I tell a lie. These have been taken from Clatchian voles, a life form so foul, sir, so venomous, so putrid and psychotic that the hunters, sir, the hunters were all awarded medals for services to humanity. Clatchian voles is like rabid sharks on legs, sir.
Oh, well, that's all right then. In that case, give me some of them.
Right you are, Squire.
I just hope they had time to go to the lavatory first, though.
What is it now? The dead are supposed to rest in peace, you know. Run! It's a falling giant woman! And that's another thing. In my day, girls were sweet, demure little things, not 60-foot tall monsters like you apparently get now. And I'm also pretty sure that in my day, they all actually wore something under them. Sometime later. So, it's you at last, is it? So where do you think you've been?
Sorry, it's been a bit of a confusing week.
Confusing? I've been undead since 10:30 on Tuesday morning. I mean, I wouldn't complain, but I lost 17 pence just on blowfish since I died. You'd think the afterlife would be cheaper, wouldn't you?
Well, I've said sorry, haven't I? Come on, let's have a curry before we go. My treat.
Ah, well, all right, that is rather decent of you. By the way, I tried strangulation, drowning, poison, traffic accidents. I even listened to improvised jazz music. But that just made me wish I was dead. Or that the musicians were dead at any rate. How did I finally manage to go?
You got sat on by a giant elven queen.
Now there's one I never thought of trying. Still, if you gotta go... Yeah!
There's a place you're always welcome, that's as nice as it can be. Everyone can get in, 'cause it's absolutely free. That's death. No need to take a breath, just lie around all day with not a single bill to pay. Hooray, that's death. No more sicknesses or flu. If you've lived beyond your means, you can die beyond them too. Boo-hoo. Well, the greatest and the finest have already died. Why not simply join them on the other side? That's death. Say farewell to all your bills, rip up all your wills, and pop your final pills. Amen, that's death. It's a tete-a-tete with fate. If you're not feeling great, then it's the best way to lose weight, mate. Nothing here to hurt you. No one's here to nag. Come die with me if your life's a drag. That's death. For wealthy and well-bred. All of them are here. And they're all completely dead. That's death. No more headaches, no more pain. Of the millions who died.